Welcome back to the Diva Kitchen, where we fearlessly share and rejoice in our differences. Some of us are taller than others, some of us are shorter than others, and some of us have really small breasts. And that would be me. I raised my hand to that one. Yes, I laugh about this now, but 2 years ago, it was a completely different situation. Although in high school, obviously, you're teased in high school and college about your small breasts, but it never bothered me. I never wanted anything different. I never stuffed my bra. I never cried about it. I never prayed to be anything or anyone else. But I get to adulthood and I let this one guy who I thought loved me make me think that I was the most disgusting person in the world because my breasts were not as big as his ex-girlfriends or all the women he would stare at when we would go to the beach. He would actually tell me not to wear certain outfits because he was embarrassed to be seen with me in front of his friends because they would make fun of my small breasts. I was just crushed. The guy that I loved and thought I was going to be with for the rest of my life just told me I was gross. And because I thought he loved me, I believed it. So for a few years, I hid in a house. Or when I did go out, I made sure that I was covered so that no one can see this cruel, cruel joke that life has played on me. It's completely different now. I'm more confident and I don't really care. I'm back to just loving me for who I am. And the reason I'm here at this point right now is because I was able to share with other women and talk to them. I was able to see him for who he really was. Big or small breasts. Every single one of us has a superhero lying inside of us waiting for the day that we have to take up for ourselves and say, no more. In honor of the small-breasted superhero in every last one of us, today in the Diva Kitchen, we're going to make stuffed chicken breast. So, these are the ingredients that we need. We need 4 teaspoons of butter, 4 teaspoons of chopped shallots, which is just about 2 whole shallots chopped finely, 1 teaspoon of chopped fresh rosemary. This came from my garden. Oh, it smells so good. 2 cloves of garlic, finely chopped, 3 ounces of goat cheese, 3 ounces of Roquefort cheese, which is my favorite cheese ever, about 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of ground black peppercorns, depending on how much pepper you like in your food, and a little bit of salt to taste. And obviously we're going to have 2 large bone-in, skin-on chicken breasts. After setting the oven for 425, I put a small saute pan on the stove with medium-high heat. We're going to take 2 tablespoons of the butter, then the shallots, stir that so it won't burn, the garlic, fresh rosemary, the pepper. Stir that all together in the skillet. Cook this until the shallots are a bit translucent, about 4 to 5 minutes. Add a little salt in there, as much as you want. And ours about ready. And remove from heat. Then you want to you would like to add your 3 ounces of cheese. About 3 ounces of Roquefort and 3 ounces of my goat cheese. Oh, that smells so good. Give it a nice stir. Now to stuff our chicken breast. Ready? Let's stuff our chicken. Simply cut a little pocket into the side of your chicken breast so that you can fill it with this beautiful cheese stuffing. Use your fingers, it's a little bit easier. Also, lift the skin from the chicken and put a lot of your stuffing under there as well. I like my stuffing everywhere. You have enough for 2 large chicken breasts. I'm only doing 1 right now because it's just me. So, use as much stuffing as you can or as you like. Stuff it really well. Mine is loaded. And then use toothpicks to secure the opening to close it. Depending on how big your chicken breast is, you may need more. I'm using about 3 here. That's fine. So any extra stuffing that I have, I just use my fingers and I rub it all over the chicken. Place your chicken breast on a foil-lined oven tray. I would sprinkle with a little bit of seasoning. I'm just using salt, just as much as you want. Just a little bit for me. Roquefort cheese is already pretty salty, just FYI. A little pepper. Might want to pat that in a little bit. Just do a little bit more salt here. And the remaining 2 teaspoons of butter, I melted it in the microwave and I'm pouring it over the chicken breast. That already looks good. So next, put this in the oven at 425 for about 25 to 30 minutes or until the chicken is thoroughly cooked through. All done, here is our stuffed chicken breast. Very juicy and on a bed of lettuce. Thank you for letting us share a recipe with you today and a great dish. I feel so much better and I hope you enjoyed your time here today. Bye, divas.